hopefully good to go now.
We'll get to see in a few seconds. There's something, but slow. Butterlord, if you would mind boosting your desktop audio a bit from Discord, would be nice. Well, there's some sound through now, but it's pretty low. So when he got time, he could try to boost it a bit. But yeah, carry on, guys.
Oh, it's low? Okay, so we're on? We're on? Hello,
Yeah,
everyone? Hello. 5 minutes in and we're here. Perfect. Okay, so hi guys. You already know that this is Paper Mario Glitchless. I'm Max Hillman and I'm here with Glower. Hi, Glower.
Hey, what's up?
I already talked so much, but apparently you guys could not hear me. So that's great. But I'll talk some more. So we're in prologue. We're neck deep in prologue right now. So this game, this category, Glitchless, is all about movement. There are no glitches, so there's nothing to execute as far as glitch going. But all the execution comes from movement and moving places optimally. You're going to see them spinning and jumping out of the spin. There's a cool thing in this game. You press Z and Mario spins pretty fast, except there's a little bit of lag right at the end of the spin. So you're going to see him jump out of the spin just to go into another spin. Later in the game, you're going to see them, well, I mean, probably early in the game too, you're going to see them going for spin cancels. There are certain textures, certain places that will cancel Mario's spin, and you can go right into another one without having to jump. So that extends it a lot farther. You're also going to see something called quick jump. So right before Mario jumps on the enemy, he does a little crouching animation. If you just hit A on a certain frame, he'll actually jump a lot faster than he's originally intended. I don't know if it's intended.
Well, there's some
glitch going, but all the execution comes from just a glitch in the game. Movement and moving places optimally. You're going to see them spinning and jumping out of the spin. There's a cool thing in this game. Once you press Z and Mario spins pretty fast, except there's a little bit of lag right at the end of the spin. So you're going to see them jump out of the spin, a badge to make their spins faster, just to go into another spin. Go a little bit farther. Later in the game, you're going to see them. Well, I mean, probably early in the game too. You're going to see them going for spin cancels. There are certain textures, certain places that will cancel Mario's spin, and you can go right into another one without having to jump. So that extends it a lot farther. You're also going to see something called quick jump. So right before Mario jumps on the enemy, there's a little crouching animation. If you just hit A on a certain frame, he'll actually jump a lot faster than he's originally intended. I don't know if it's intended to do that, or if it's just something in the game. It's just a glitch in the game, I don't know. So that's all the optimization for early game. Once they get something called Lucky Star, it makes the quick jumps a little bit weird because you have to do action commands. And you'll also be getting a badge to make their spins faster later and go a little bit farther. Being holding B to advance the text. A lot of RPGs, a lot of it. Yeah, they just beat on Junior Troopa. I see him a lot.
There's actually a lot of text in this game, and the way that we skip it all is we just hold the B button.
The badge tutorial, they got their first badge. Badges are
so
audio
that will
in this game. Give either out of battle or in battle effects. That one they just got was power jump. Which is the commentary. You guys get twice the commentary for half the price. So you should consider yourselves lucky. Yeah, one thing that this game has a lot of quality of life aspects that make it a lot more attractive to speedrun. One being holding B to advance the text. A lot of RPGs, a lot of it is text and mashing through text. All you have to do is hold the B button. They both skipped the badge tutorial. They got their first badge. Badges are equips that will give either out of battle or in battle effects. That one they just got was power jump, which makes their jump a lot stronger. You're going to be seeing that used a lot early on to make the fights really fast. And you're going to get your first partner here, which is Goombario. They're going to equip the badge, and they are going to go on through Prologue. Both successfully dodging the two Goombas, the Spiky Goomba and this Paragoomba. It's really important not to get into any encounters, especially early in the game, because they're going to need 50 coins by the end of Chapter 1 to get a badge. And if you get into an encounter and run away, you will lose coins. There's a chance to get all those coins back from the runaway, but it is slow, and there's a chance you can't get all of them. So they're going to fight the Goomba brothers, red and blue.
Yeah, another thing about early game encounters is that you don't have the lucky star, so you can't actually mash to run away. You kind of have to just get lucky.
I think in my first run ever, I got into an encounter with a Goomba and couldn't run away. So they basically do this fight so this Fire Flower kills both of the red and blue Goombas at the same time. That skips a text box, which is fast. Prologue, pretty boring. Not really much else to it except they're going to be coming to a boss here. Pretty easy boss, Goomba King. Pretty cool. Was kind of my favorite boss when I was a kid, honestly. Commentary is 1 minute behind. Oh my god.
Alright, I just saw the Goomba King's door close.
Yeah, me too.
So, for reference.
And yeah. Let's see. They just popped out. Goomba King just popped out. Well, I guess we'll keep commentating. So Goomba King fight. Also, really simple. He's going to power jump Goomba King twice. He's going to hit that bandage on the tree with Goombario, which will send down a huge Goom Nut and kill the Goomba brothers. Now, the Goomba King's attack, he has two attacks. So Butter got the fast one, JCog got the slow one. The fast one is he jumps and sends Goom Nuts down. The slow one is he walks up to Mario and kicks him in the face. I think it's just a couple seconds, or maybe like 1 second or 2 seconds faster. I'm not sure what the difference in time is. I apologize, everybody who's the commentary is being weird. They are actively trying to fix it.
The good thing, though, is that we're only in Prologue. I mean, nothing much is going on. It's mostly cutscenes. So hopefully we can have this fixed soon.
Yeah. Prologue is super boring. Whenever I play this game, whenever I do runs, it's really just kind of a drag getting through Prologue in Chapter 1. Everything is fixed, so everything should be good, I hope. They're pretty close. They're pretty much neck and neck, and that'll be the case for a while. At least until there's a little bit of an RNG chance later in Chapter 1 and at the end of Chapter 1. So we're gonna have our first little Peach scene in between chapters, and twice in Prologue. I think twice. We go over to Peach And I think this one is actually, yeah, this is the Gooba Bros, or the Koopa Bros cutscene. Just hold and B, not much to it. They're not really going to save or lose any time to each other for a while. Can't believe Blue Bob didn't post a clock. Okay, so they're both going to be heading to Toad Town, or Kinoko Town. I think that's what it's called in the Japanese version. And we are playing the Japanese version because it is faster. And it's important to note that they're both playing on N64 Glare. Do you want to go over the difference between all the different consoles?
Sure. What is Butter doing? Anyway, so N64 is the second fastest console. That's what they're both playing on right now. The Wii U is the fastest version for every category, and then there's also the Wii Virtual Console, which is the third fastest for every category. Japanese does have a few exclusive glitches, but they're doing glitchless, so that doesn't matter. The only part that actually matters for glitchless is the text speed.
It's a lot faster.
Yeah, it saves probably, I don't even know, a minute at least.
So JCog gaining a little bit of time on Butter there just with movement. You're probably going to see him go back and forth with that because this game can be kind of weird. It's really hard to get movement completely 100% accurate and optimal every time. Yeah, the Wii version, the Wii VC version is kind of considered the worst version to speedrun this game. In Chapter 4 especially, it basically frame skips to make up for lag, which can really screw up action commands on certain bosses. It's just, I don't know. You're always better either doing the N64 version or the Wii U version if you want to be really fast. I guess something interesting to note is that JCog plays with the GameCube controller with the RAFnet adapter, which is what I use, and Butter uses an N64 controller. It's really just preference, what feels right to them. I think what's super interesting is that Butter uses a GameCube controller when he speedruns Super Mario 64. So Twink is going to get the lucky star from Peach, which she could have given us before, but I guess she wanted to wait until she was kidnapped. And that's going to give us action commands in a second here.
So yeah, Peach gave the lucky star to Twink, and Twink is going to give it to Mario now. This key item makes us stronger. It gives us the action commands. Basically, you can press A at the proper timing for jumps, not hammers, but...
Yo, this sync though.
Oh yeah, they're just neck and neck right now. But yeah, you can defend more damage if you press A at the proper timing, and you can also do more damage by pressing A while jumping, or depending on the attack, like if you're hammering, you can just hold left for about a second and then let go at the proper timing, and that would give you more damage.
JCog missed that block, but it really only saves like a couple frames.
So yeah, now they're entering Toad Town again. You have to talk to the Black Toads and then to Merlin, and then They have to go back to the Black Toads with Merlin. Basically, these Black Toads will not let Mario pass, so he has to go and get Merlin to expose their true identity.
Yep. In glitched runs, this is the first instance. Well, I guess technically, if you did Junior Trooper Skip, that would be the first instance of a glitch, but this would be the first one for most people who aren't as advanced in the game. You can just completely skip talking to Merlin, talking to the Black Toads. You can just kind of go out of bounds and go right through them, or under them, rather. Pretty good sync so far. And they're going to enter Chapter 1. Get our second partner, get some coins, get some items. Get ready for the Chapter 1 dungeon.
So in this room, there is a coin block that they're going to get. Basically, as Max said earlier, they need to get 50 coins by the end of Chapter 1 to buy a badge. And then there's a Fred Jar and a POW block here. They're going to be using these on fights later in Chapter 1. And then inside of this tree, there's a switch that they have to hit to make this bridge appear.
Mm-hmm. You'll notice them hitting item blocks a certain way. Items will come out of item blocks the opposite way that Mario is facing. So it's always intended that they face away so the item goes the way they want it to go. So we're going to run into Koopa Village. Some anarchy is going on. Fuzzies are taking over, causing mayhem. They're going to plead Mario for his help. And he's really only going to help one person. I think they're first going to get some items from the item shop. Buying a few POW blocks and a fire flower. Then they're going to be running to get our second partner, Cooper. So here's the first, I guess the first instance of RNG is this fuzzy minigame. So there's going to be 4 trees that the fuzzy's going to go between, and one will have the blue shell that we need. You're going to have to hit the tree that has that blue shell. I don't know what number, like between what and what times they can jump. Do you know, Glower? Is it like 7
I don't really pay attention during this part, but I believe it's as high as 12 for the first bounce, and then for the second, I think it's as high as 11, and then
both got the same tree for the first one.
Below 7. I'm really not sure.
The first 2 times are pretty easy. The last time is a little bit faster. Oh, Butter got the same tree. JCog got the one on the far left. Butter got the same tree 3 times in a row, which is pretty crazy. And I believe that's the worst pattern for JCog. Right tree, left tree, right tree. But not a lot of time wasted. So we got Cooper. We're going to use him actually after this fight to get a badge that they won't be using until the very end of the game to make the last fight super safe. The final Bowser fight. It's HP plus. It gives Mario 5 extra HP. So it'll bring him from 15 to 20, and that's important, and we'll go into that way later once they get to that fight in like 3 hours. And then they're just going to be making their way to Koopa Bros Fortress, which will have another instance of some RNG. This one could really change the lead significantly if someone gets really bad RNG, or it'll stay the same if they're both lucky. They're gonna get more coins coming up here, and an item for a fight. This Thunderbolt right here. You're gonna notice they're never gonna spin into items because there is a significant amount of lag. You just continue spinning if you spin right into the item. So you're gonna grab this Fire Flower and successfully avoid that Paratroopa. It's kind of annoying, but they both did it pretty easily. Heal up and go into the first dungeon, I guess.
Yep. Koopa Bros Fortress.
And after we
fight at the
yeah,
very beginning. What was that?
I was gonna talk about the level up because we will be leveling up here. If you want to talk about it.
Yeah, sure. Once you reach 100 star points, you level up, and you can choose either between HP, FP, or badge points. So they're gonna start with FP because we really need it. I mean, we only start with 5. That's not enough to fuel our powerful attacks.
They're going to be grabbing a badge in this room, which is also super important for the game, especially in conjunction with another badge we get later in Chapter 3. This is Power Bounce. As long as you continue to hit the action command, Mario will continue to jump repeatedly on an enemy, safe for caps, which we will get into when those become a thing. Another scripted fight here. I'm going to Pow Block and Power Shell with Cooper to get a switch to fall down. And then comes the pit room, which is the major instance of RNG in this chapter. If you want to get into the fright jars and those percentages, Glower?
The fright jar?
Yeah.
Sure. Basically, we use it on the second Koopa in the pit fight because they were both flying enemies. And Cooper can't attack any flying enemies, so that's a weakness. So basically, the fastest way of disposing of them is using a fright jar. And it's a 90% chance it works on each enemy. So yeah, they have to get lucky for this to work.
Mm-hmm. That first strike is super important too, because it speeds up the fight by 1 turn. They both got it pretty easily. I'm really bad at it, but they're good at the game, so it makes sense. So Butter is going to come up to the first fright jar use. Ooh. Failed on 1. Definitely not as bad as failing on 2. Let's see how JCog does. This will definitely change the course. They both ran for JCog, so he gets the lead just from RNG. So also change Butter's leveling a little bit more. He'll be 1 star point up. Not terribly bad. Our levels are pretty safe throughout this whole run. But it does give JCog the lead. We didn't talk about this. JCog and Butter, they've raced a lot in this game, and I believe every time they've raced, they've been like within a minute of each other. They're only a couple minutes within their PBs of each other. JCog has been grinding his out a lot lately and getting his time down. I believe JCog has finished ahead of Butter in one of the races, but Butter is usually won, but it's been super tight every time. These coins from these fire bars are super important. If you jump over these fire bars, I don't know how many times it is.
10.
10? 10, you get 10 coins.
Yes.
And you saw Butter actually missed a coin there. That's okay because by the end of the chapter, if you get every coin, you will be 1 coin ahead of what we need. You'll have 51 instead of 50, but he'll just skip that coin to save going back. So he will have to get every coin from this upcoming jail fight and from the cannon fight right at the end of the chapter if he wants to save from having to get more coins from somewhere else. So we get an item from this block, which is death. They're going to heal really quick and grab the third partner, this little cutie called Bombette. Who, for some reason, did not have the comprehension to blow up this wall herself. She needs Mario to do it. And she frees them, but the other bombs are apparently fine with their life in captivity, so they're gonna chill out here. We got a jail fight. This one's also simple. The pit fights before, there was actually a chance that they would get a POW block drop, which would speed up this fight, but neither of them got it. So they're just gonna blow up this Koopa. Power jump with Mario. Ooh. Okay. Block. Power jump with Mario again. And grab the coins. So JCog has grabbed every coin he needs. Butter has only missed one, and he also got an item drop there.
Yeah, he does not need that. That's going to get in the way.
So they manipulate that Koopa so they can grab this, blow up the wall and grab the key without him coming back and noticing them and trying to snipe him. So now we're going to get into the first glitch that isn't really a glitch. This one's very obviously not really a glitch, it's just a jump, but I think there was a little bit of talk on it a long time ago. This is pie jumps. So the intended way to do this room is to hit the switches, but you're going to see them jumping around these pillars, and JCog going for both of them. They're both going for both of them, I believe. Yep. And they both get them. Super easy, just got to jump around. A really easy way to line those up by just watching the camera pan. If you see the camera pan and you're up there, you can just jump straight left and hold up and you'll be fine. There's actually a few instances in this run of quote-unquote glitches that aren't glitches. There's one in Chapter 5 that we recently discovered is kind of weird, and we'll talk about that then. And then one right at the end of the game, which is also weird. Like, we don't know if they were intended or not, and we'll never find out. But as a community, we've accepted them in the glitchless category. So last room in the chapter, there are these cannons that are going to be firing bullet bills. All they have to do is jump over the bullet bills to get all the way to the end, and then first strike the cannons with Bombette while moving down into the heart block. It can be kind of tough for newer runners, but these guys are pretty seasoned. So they're going to wait for them to shoot. They're going to throw Bombette, and they're going to run down to the heart blocks, and they are pretty much neck and neck. Butter gained a little bit of time on JCog there. Well, Butter using the fire flower
Really?
Because he forgot
Oh no,
that he grabbed that extra item.
this might be very bad. He needs that for the Koopa Bros. This is really bad.
Yeah, that's going to add a little bit more of a lead to JCog. That's unfortunate. You'll also be grabbing even more star points from that extra bullet bill. He does grab all the coins, though. This is going to be interesting to see how he does this. I guess he could... Yeah, I guess he could use that honey syrup and power shell with Cooper?
He does not have the FP. I don't think he can win this, but I might be wrong.
Well, I mean, he has the honey syrup, so he could use that.
Oh, actually, yeah. That might.
I think that's the way he'll do it. Hopefully, we'll see. So you're gonna see two different fights here. JCog has the POW block and the Fire Flower, so he's gonna POW block the Koopa Bros to keep him down, and then Fire Flower to kill him. And Butter, I'm very interested to see what he will do. Actually, I pretty much know what he'll do. He's gonna use the POW block, switch to Koops, use the honey syrup, and then Power Shell, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Butter is supposed to Fire Flower right now, but he doesn't have one, and I guess he just eats the honey syrup?
He ate the honey syrup. And he switches to Koops now. I don't really know if that's good enough.
So they all have 2 health now.
Ooh.
Red has 1 health. And this is a disaster. This is not planned at all.
No.
I'm not even sure what's going to happen now.
He should have... I think he can... I think he can still win this. JCog getting a huge lead on Butter here.
Wait, he doesn't have the FP for bomb. Yeah, this is not good. If he attacks twice, he can knock them over, but... yeah, his options are really low, right? He might just die. This might just be over.
This might be over.
I mean, I don't know if Power Jump knocks him over. I guess the T-Bolt knocks him over. What's that T-Bolt used for again?
That was used for the cannons, but he...
Right. Okay. He's got this.
Yeah,
he's
got it.
Fight.
Okay. Whew!
Yeah.
JCog gaining a huge lead on Butter there. That was very scary. Somehow he got through it. Wow. Wow. This is fine. So last tutorial skip here is the star power tutorial. Just gotta press B twice, and that's it. Gonna be moving on to chapter 2, but first there's gonna be another huge RNG spot, which is the badge shop. The badge shop, they're looking for 1 badge, which is Speedy Spin, which significantly increases your spin speed, as the name implies. There are 4 possible badges that can be in the shop, only 3 show up. So 75% chance that the badge is there. Feels like less of that chance a lot of the times. So hopefully they can both get it first try. Not sure how much time it wastes to... you have to move 2 screens away to reset the badge. They're going to grab this badge here, which is Dizzy Spin. That's used for Chapter 8 as well.
Yeah, there's a room in Chapter 8 that you kind of need that badge for. You'll see it when it comes up.
Junior Troopa learned how to defend, so we're going to be using Power Jump and Bomb on Junior Troopa, and then hammering him once we're out of FP, and actually going to level up one more time from him. I'm interested to see how Butter's leveling is going to be. I'm not sure how much those extra, I think 2 from the Bullet Bill are going to change him. Okay. JCog is going to talk to Twink really quick and then check the shop as Butter moves on to the junior fight himself. That just shows you like how much that extra item really is like not good to get, because runners like JCog and Butter, they're very much all about muscle memory. Let's see what he gets. And JCog gets the Speedy Spin. It's the one on the far left, as you see. Because they know exactly like how many inputs to hit, how many times to go up or down on the menu. Like they're so good at menuing that when they get that extra item, it screws up the menu a lot.
So yeah, JCog now has the Speedy Spin badge. As you can see, his spins are going much faster and much further.
So that changes the jumping out of the spin a little bit. And JCog on his way to Chapter 2. This one was one of my favorite chapters as a kid. Butter fighting Junior. Hopefully getting first try Speedy Spin. Hopefully we see these times get a little bit closer, but JCog's got a pretty healthy lead so far. So coming up on JCog's side, they're going to have to get a 4th partner, Power Carry. He's pretty useful throughout the whole game. Before we get him, though, he's really bad at his job as a mailman and lost a lot of letters. So we have to retrieve those for him really quick before he will eventually leave his job completely and join us. So we're going to see if Butter can get as lucky as JCog and get Speedy Spin first try. Let's check it out. And he does. So at the very least, that does not change the lead any more than it has already been changed. I'm going to get this first letter over here to the screen that we're eventually going to have to use Power Carry to get through. Butter heads to chapter 2. I'm not sure what the lead is as far as time. It looks to be about like a minute and a half, maybe.
Yeah, it might be 2. I'm not really sure. Probably a minute and a half.
So one more letter for JCog till he gets Parakarry. It's actually up here.
Yeah, you need to get 3 letters in order to get the partner Parakarry.
Did he forget that one and like had to go back to grab it?
JCog?
Or does he always do it that way?
Oh,
Yeah.
He forgot it.
Yeah. I saw him like go past it before, and I was like, maybe he just does it a different way, but then I forgot that you end up on the other side of it, so. JCog has Parakarry. He can move on to the rest of the chapter. Optional boss here that, surprise, surprise, we decide not to fight.
Yeah.
He's going to ask our name, and we're going to tell him that we are Luigi. And he will believe us.
Yep, first option is Mario, second is Luigi, third is Princess Peach. If you say Mario or Peach, he will fight you. If you say Luigi, he will let you pass without fighting him.
JCog moving into the desert. We'll be grabbing coins from this block. Yep.
Basically, there's an upgrade block that makes your partner stronger. So he's going gradually down, and also he was collecting coins to buy items to progress the story in Chapter 2.
Yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of upgrades actually in this run. I'm
So
gonna
the
start
first partner they upgrade is Bombette. She gets the ability called Power Bomb. It costs 6 FP and it does like 6 damage to every enemy on screen that's not flying. So it's a really, really good ability at this point in the game.
Hidden block right here, grabbing the life shroom. If Mario dies in battle, you get 10 HP and get revived.
Quizmo.
Shout out to Chuck Quizmo. Let's make this 100% run, actually.
I don't see why not. Shout out to Butter with that spin cancel.
Hopefully Butter does not tell him he's Princess Peach or Mario. So, to progress the story, you gotta buy a dried shroom and a dusty hammer, because that is some kind of secret code. This weird desert mouse town. I'm gonna grab a thunderbolt for a battle later in the chapter. And this is just story progression, really. We have to get an item to unlock the dungeon of Chapter 2, which are Dry Ruins. From, I think this is Moustafa. I think that's his name. I was a mouse the whole time. I knew it.
What's so funny?
I was just reading something Butter said.
yeah, they got the Pulse Stone from, I don't know his name, but he's a mouse. In,
Moustafa.
Yes. And if you place the Pulse Stone on a stone in the desert, then you can summon the ruins. And that's how they enter Chapter 2.
This is a good pee break cutscene if JCog has to go pee. We'll never know if he is or not.
It's also one of the most visually amusing cutscenes in the game, I would say.
Agreed. Okay, so JCog going into Dry Ruins. Another Butterhead Quizmo too. Interesting. Another badge pickup here.
Yep, this badge is called Spike Shield. You equip it with 2 BP, and then you can jump on spiked enemies if you have it equipped. So we're going to be using that after Chapter 5.
This is a fairly quick dungeon, really. It's pretty simple. It's just these sand puzzles and a small gauntlet coming up here in a little bit. Butter not too far behind. He's heading to the ruins right now. Honestly, if Butter plays really solid, you could see him catch up to JCog. JCog opted not to go for the star piece. Very interesting. Star pieces are completely useless in this category, by the way, guys. Just giving you a joke alert. Gauntlet time, there's going to be 3 groups of enemies that you have to fight. They're going to be using... Shoutouts to Mario's head there. They're going to be using Bombet's new ability, Power Bomb, to completely destroy these dudes. You can see this is like one of the really useful abilities early in the game. But are trying to get the quick grab on the spike shield, but not getting it. That's okay. Still got it without getting into an encounter. Going to be using that single Thunderbolt for this bat. I think they're called something Swoopular, whatever. I don't know their actual name. And then trying to first strike, which she gets. That saves FP and does a full bomb attack. He's going to switch to Paracarry here. Take that guy out. Being pretty careful, you don't want to miss that. Because then you'd be completely out of FP. And moving into this next room where we will get the upgraded hammer. This hammer upgrade isn't entirely useful other than like story progression in fights until really chapter 5 when you use a hammer attack. But it is still required. Butter in the gauntlet fights now. Hopefully he gets the first strike. It's pretty easy once you practice it a little bit. You just kind of have to bait the pokey over to you. Weird that missed. I guess he was a little bit too far down. That should be good. Oh. Try one more time. There we go.
Yeah, you want to blow up on that, like, right between those two pillars.
So here's our second instance of upgrading partners. This time it's going to be Paracarry, and this is going to give him airlift, and also just make him stronger, which is the important part right now, is that he gets stronger. You won't be seeing airlift for a while.
Yeah, airlift is an ability that costs 3 FP, and then what it does is it Paracarry lifts up an enemy and drags them out of battle if you mash A fast enough. So we're going to be using that later on in Chapter 6.
So in the ruins, you have to collect these 3 stones to basically unlock the boss room. Now that we have the super hammer, we can grab those 3 stones. This next stone chomp fight, he's actually going to do another first strike because the chomp falls down immediately. And it's the only one that you can first strike, which yet again saves FP. Pretty easy to hit it too. And then you'll just have to do a regular bomb, which is significantly less FP than we needed. JCog moving on to his final stone chomp room, and then heading to the boss. Butter grabbing the key, gonna go upgrade Paracarry and get his first stone of the dungeon. I think I just cut my tongue on a straw, so that hurt. Ow. We're okay, folks. We're okay.
Switching to Paracarry for Toot and Koopa, the boss. He's very high up on a ledge, and the only partner who can really deal real damage to him is Paracarry.
Yeah, you could use Gumbario, but why would you?
True. So yeah, Cooper and Bombette are totally useless in this fight, except if you're trying to kill the chomp on the ground, which is spawned after the first turn finishes.
But thankfully, we'll do enough damage, hopefully, that we don't even have to deal with the chomp at all. He will attack us, I believe once. Then we should be fine.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing Power Jump and then Shell Shot. Power Jump does 4, Shell Shot does 6. This boss has 30 HP total, so this is an exact kill on the 3rd turn.
Yeah,
if you miss a
miss
Shell Shot,
right,
or on time a Power Jump, you die. They do have
as long
room.
If he blocks both attacks, you can still, if you miss one of them, well, if you miss the Shell Shot, then you're basically screwed because that's a lot of damage. But if you untime